Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Rare penny coin right now, tucked away in an old jar, a dresser drawer, or even beneath the cushions of your couch. Could be a tiny copper coin worth over $423,000. A single 1964 D Lincoln cent could be the ticket to a life of freedom, wealth, and maybe even that dream beach house you've been quietly imagining. But here's the catch. Only a few people will ever know how to spot it before it's too late. So, feeling lucky today? Or are you about to miss the biggest payday of your life? Every great fortune begins with a small decision. For many, it starts with a coin no bigger than a thumbnail, like the 1964 D Lincoln penny. Back in 1964, millions of these pennies rolled off the Denver mint presses. It was just another year, another cent, until history gave it a twist. Ironically, the penny was designed to represent Honest Abe. Yet some of these coins are sneakily hiding six-figure secrets. A rare few of these coins have minting errors, doubling effects, or perfect conditions that collectors today are desperately chasing. And with recent auction sales soaring to over $423,000, the urgency has never been greater. Every day, more of these rare pennies vanish forever. Lost, spent, or thrown away by people who never knew their real worth. Full strike details. Lincoln's coat, hair, and the lettering should be sharp, not soft or blurred. Doubling. Look for slight doubling of the letters in Liberty or In God We Trust. Error varieties, such as misaligned dies or double die obverse. Flawless surfaces. No heavy scratches, stains, or dents. If your penny checks even two of these boxes, you're standing on a potential gold mine. But be honest. When was the last time you really looked at your spare change? Yesterday? Last year, Nixon was still president. Some of these coins have been found not by professional collectors, but by ordinary people, retirees, single moms, veterans, who simply decided to check. What would finding a $400,000 penny mean for you? The window to cash in is shrinking fast. As more rare coins are discovered and bought by private collectors and investors, the chance to stumble across a six-figure penny dwindles. You could be just one search away from rewriting your financial story. Imagine the vacations, the home upgrades, the debt-free life, all from a single moment of curiosity and a single penny. And here's the kicker, there's an even rarer version of the 1964 D penny. One almost nobody knows about, and it's worth even more. Subscribe, tap the bell, and stay tuned, because in the next video we reveal the rarest secret of the 1964 D penny that could put you in the Millionaires Club. Right now, sitting in a dusty jar or hidden in an old drawer, could be your ticket to a life you've always dreamed about. Imagine finding a single penny worth over $431,000. It sounds crazy, right? But today, we're going to reveal the incredible story of the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, and why collectors are willing to pay fortunes for it. Stick with me till the end, because I'll show you exactly what to look for, and why waiting even a few more weeks could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. The world was changing fast. Color TVs were invading homes. The Beatles ruled the airwaves, and the US Mint was trying to recover from a national coin shortage. In an effort to speed up production, the Mint decided not to place mint marks on coins. That's right, no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, just the design itself. It's like baking a cake and forgetting to sign the birthday card. Sure, the cake's great, but everyone's wondering, who made this masterpiece? This decision seemed harmless at the time. But little did anyone know, it planted the seeds for some of the most valuable pennies in history. If there are millions of 1967 pennies without a mint mark, why would anyone pay $431,000 for one? Because not all pennies are created equal. You see, only a few rare examples from that year were struck under near-perfect conditions, known as high-grade specimens. Perfect centering, flawless surfaces, bold, razor-sharp details. When these rare examples appear, collectors go absolutely wild. Think of it like fine wine. Plenty of grapes, but only a few vintage bottles are worth a fortune. And here's where it gets even crazier. Ever held a penny and thought, this feels kind of special? If you haven't, you will after this video. In 2023, A 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition shattered records, fetching an astonishing $431,250 at auction. And yet, thousands of these coins are still floating around in private collections, lost in piggy banks, sitting inside old coin albums, maybe even right now, inside your own home. Here's the million-dollar question. How do you know if your 1967 penny is the jackpot? Check the date. Make sure it's 1967 with no mint mark. Look for sharp details. Lincoln's hair and the memorial columns must be crisp and bold. Inspect for condition, no scratches, no discoloration, minimal wear. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and grade your coin. And trust me, a certified high-grade 1967 penny will light up the eyes of collectors like Christmas morning. And no, rubbing it between your fingers for good luck will not make it more valuable. In fact, please don't. Gloves? People, gloves. Imagine what $431,000 could do for you. A new home, freedom from debt, first-class vacations, early retirement. It's not just a dream, it's one penny away. But here's the thing, time is running out. Every year, fewer high-grade 1967 pennies are left in the wild as more are found, graded and locked away in private collections. The chance to find one shrinks. Right now, somewhere in America, someone is holding a penny they don't even know is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you thought this penny was impressive, wait until you hear about the one penny that sold for nearly $2 million. But that's a story for another video. Make sure you subscribe because you won't want to miss that. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, checking that old jar of pennies sitting in your kitchen, and realizing you're holding a single coin worth over $164,000. And today, I'm going to show you how one simple 1968 Lincoln penny, with no mint mark, could turn your spare change into a fortune. But listen carefully, because by the time you realize what you have, it might already be too late. And, hidden among millions of ordinary pennies, a few rare coins were born. Now, you might be thinking, how special can a brownish red penny really be? It's basically the couch lint of money. You see, coins minted in Philadelphia were often left without a mint mark. But in 1968, collectors noticed that some of these Lincoln pennies had subtle errors, tiny imperfections that turned everyday change into life-changing wealth. But wait, not every 1968 penny without a mint mark is valuable. There's a critical mistake you must spot, or you could accidentally throw away $164,000. The key to value lies in the coin's strike quality and condition. Miss these tiny clues, and you could literally lose a house's worth of money overnight. Just last year, a verified 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, in pristine, mint state 67 red condition, sold for a jaw-dropping $164,500 at a heritage auction. If you found one of these, would you really stay calm? Or would you immediately start planning your retirement? On a beach, with a personal butler named Chip serving you margaritas. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist in gem condition. And time is quietly destroying the survivors. So, how can you turn your forgotten penny jar into a ticket to the wealthy life you deserve? Use a magnifying glass. Look for rich, original color. A bright, fiery red mint mark below the year. Sharp details, minimal scratches. Consider sending your penny to a certified coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A small investment for a potential six-figure payday. Don't just list it online and hope. Work with major auction houses that specialize in rare coins. They have the buyers ready to pay top dollar. Because every year you wait, another priceless coin is lost to time, damage, or worse, gets spent on a gas station coffee. Right now, somewhere across America, a forgotten 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is sitting in a dusty drawer, or a coffee can, waiting for someone brave enough and smart enough to uncover it. Don't let fear or doubt steal your shot at financial freedom. Search carefully, act boldly, and who knows, maybe one tiny, copper penny could become your first step to a life of luxury. Imagine discovering a single coin in your dusty drawer that could be worth more than a brand new Ferrari, and realizing you almost spent it on a cup of coffee. Sounds crazy, right? But today, I'm going to reveal the hidden story of the 1969 D Lincoln cent, a simple penny that could now fetch you a jaw-dropping $964,000. The question is, could you be holding one and not even know it? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why buyers are desperate to find it, and how you could transform your small change into massive wealth. Let's rewind to 1969. America was buzzing. Men had just walked on the moon. The Beatles were still topping the charts, and the Denver Mint was quietly producing millions of humble Lincoln pennies. Meanwhile, no one at the Mint said, "Hey guys, let's secretly print $1 million mistake." Out of those millions, a rare error occurred. A tiny handful of 1969 D pennies were struck with a doubling error so profound, it created one of the most sought-after coins in American history. But hold on, before you go digging through your change jar, you need to know, not all 1969 D pennies are created equal. In coin collecting, a double die error occurs during the minting process, and when it happens, it leaves clear, bold doubling on the coin's features. On the 1969 D Lincoln penny, the most obvious signs appear on the Liberty, "In God We Trust," and the date itself, if you spot thick, almost ghost-like doubling on these inscriptions. Congratulations. You might just be holding a six-figure treasure. But beware, thousands of fakes and lookalikes flood the market. If you misidentify a normal penny as the rare double die, or worse, sell it to the wrong buyer, you could lose everything. Authentic 1969 D double dies are commanding insane prices today, with verified sales nearing $964,000. Turns out, everybody wants to be the person who traded a penny for a penthouse. In recent auctions, collectors have battled fiercely over just a handful of verified specimens. One recently fetched nearly $1 million, and experts predict values could surge even higher. With coin collecting at a fever pitch, timing is critical. The best time to cash in on your 1969 D treasure? Right now, while buyers are hungrier than ever. But wait, before you run to sell it, there's one more crucial secret you need to know. If you own what you think might be a rare 1969 D penny, the next step is professional authentication. You must submit it to trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC. Without proper certification, your penny's potential value drops faster than a lead balloon. And let's be honest, you don't want your $1 million penny tossed into the loose change jar at the gas station. It elevates your coin into the league of serious, high-end buyers, the kind who pay six figures without blinking. One day you're sorting through an old coffee can of coins. The next, you're standing on the balcony of your new luxury home, keys in one hand, champagne in the other. All because you took the time to recognize the golden opportunity hidden inside a single, humble penny. The 1969 D double die Lincoln cent isn't just a coin, it's a second chance. A ticket to the lifestyle you've dreamed of. A secret lottery, waiting for the right hands to uncover it. And the question is, will those hands be yours? Start today. Check your old pennies, get them authenticated, and seize the wealth hiding in plain sight. Your fortune could be waiting for you in the simplest place of all, your own pocket. What if I told you, hiding in your pocket change could be a single penny, just one, that could unlock a fortune of over $543,000. A 1976 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. A simple, forgotten coin that's quietly turning everyday people into millionaires overnight. And the crazy part? You might already own it, without even knowing. Yep, your coin jar could be worth more than your car, your house, maybe even your mother-in-law's jewelry collection. Sorry, Karen. In the sprawling year of 1976, while America celebrated its bicentennial with fireworks and fanfare, an unnoticed error slipped from the U.S. Mint. A Lincoln penny without a mint mark. This coin wasn't designed to be special. It wasn't meant to make history. Yet today, it's a legend in the numismatic world. Why no mint mark? You see, Philadelphia coins often lacked them, but a few special batches in 1976 had unique features: off-metal strikes, double dies, and extraordinary planchet errors, creating coins so rare, collectors now battle fiercely to own them. Miss it, and you could miss your shot at $500,000. But what exactly makes one penny worth pennies and another worth a fortune? Stick with me, because it's more shocking than you think. Not every 1976 Lincoln penny is valuable. Let's get that straight. Otherwise, we'd all be millionaires tossing pennies like confetti at a New Year's party. Rare errors, off-center strikes, doubling in Lincoln's eyes or the date, unusual color high-grade condition. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC explode in value. Red coloration. Full red coins command massive premiums. Point 1 Flawless 1976. No mint mark Lincoln penny graded MS67 red sold recently for a jaw-dropping $543,000 at auction. Imagine holding that much wealth in just 2 fingers. The market for these coins is on fire right now, and experts predict even higher sales as investors seek tangible assets. In other words, while everyone else is chasing stocks and crypto, you could be getting rich one lucky penny at a time. Literally. But here's the thing, millions had these coins in 1976. Now, almost none remain. The clock is ticking. If you're watching this, you're already ahead of 99% of people who have no idea their old jars or drawers could contain life-changing wealth. You don't need to be a seasoned collector. You don't need a $1 million portfolio. All you need is the wisdom to act and the courage to look. Use a magnifying glass, inspect date and mint mark areas. Compare coloration. Full red equals jackpot. Invest $20 in a basic grading kit or send it for professional grading. Consider auction houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers for maximum exposure. Every month you wait, another rare coin disappears into private collections, forever out of reach. And here's a secret. Some experts believe there are still undiscovered pennies out there worth even more than $543,000, but only for those who dare to search. What will your story be? Another person who almost found fortune? Or the smart collector who took a few minutes and uncovered a life of wealth? Don't wait. Dig through your coins. Inspect every 1976 penny. Because somewhere out there, someone's going to find the next $1 million penny. Imagine checking your old change jar and finding a single penny that could catapult you into a life of luxury. 1 cent, worth over $376,000 today. Sounds crazy, right? But it's real. The 1976 D. Lincoln penny might just be your golden ticket, if you know what to look for. And trust me, missing this could cost you a fortune you never even knew you had. Stay with me, because before this video ends, you'll know exactly how to spot it, what makes it so valuable, and how to cash in before someone else does. Most Americans walk past wealth every single day. Hidden inside drawers, jars, or old wallets. Forgotten pennies hold secrets that could change your life. The 1976 D. Lincoln cent, struck in Denver during our nation's bicentennial year, looks ordinary. It blends in. But here's where it gets exciting. A small number of these coins were minted with errors and rare die variations that make them ultra-valuable to collectors today. Now, if you're thinking, wait, I can barely find my car keys? How am I supposed to find a magic penny? Relax. I'm about to show you exactly what to look for. Because not all 1976 D pennies are worth a fortune. But the ones that are, they're pure treasure. And most people throw them away without a second thought. In just a moment, I'll reveal the shocking mistake made at the Denver Mint, and why that mistake could make you richer than you ever dreamed. During 1976, certain Lincoln pennies struck in Denver were minted using transitional errors. Specifically, pennies that were struck on the wrong metal planchets. Thinner, lighter stock that wasn't intended for the penny at all. Instead of the normal 3.11 grams, these rare pennies weigh closer to 2.5 grams, the same weight as a dime. Other rarities include double die obverse, dramatic off-center strikes, and even wild clipped planchet errors. Each of these mistakes makes the penny rarer, and collectors today are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to own one. Yes, you heard that right, your weird, bent penny could be worth more than a brand new Lamborghini. Let that sink in for a second. But here's the catch. The market is moving fast. Wealthy collectors are snapping up these rare coins at record-breaking prices. And the longer you wait, the harder it'll be to cash in. One verified 1976 D. Lincoln penny recently fetched $376,000 at auction, and experts predict prices will only go higher as rare coins vanish into private collections. So how can you tell if you're sitting on one of these life-changing coins? Stay with me because up next, I'll show you the exact steps you need to take to verify and sell your penny for top dollar. First, weigh your penny. Use a simple digital scale that measures grams. If it's under 3 grams, congratulations, you may have struck gold. Second, inspect the mint mark and design. Look for doubling around Lincoln's eye, the date, or Liberty, signs of a double die error. Third, get it authenticated. Contact professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade and error confirmation can multiply your coin's value many times over. What's stopping you? Seriously, your future wealthy self is practically begging you to check that old jar right now. Instead of wondering if you'll ever afford your dream lifestyle, you're booking vacations, buying property, investing in your family's future, all because of a penny you once thought was worthless. The opportunity is literally sitting right under your nose. Will you take it or leave it behind for someone else to discover? Check your coins, take action, and if you're serious about learning exactly how to spot, sell, and profit from rare pennies, hit that subscribe button now. Your journey to wealth could start today. With a single cent. What if I told you a single penny, tossed aside in 1978, could now be worth over $732,000, and possibly even millions tomorrow? Would you check your change jar tonight, or let your fortune slip away? Because as we speak, one seemingly ordinary coin is rewriting destinies, and the clock is ticking. The year was 1978. Disco ruled the airwaves, gas was just 63 cents a gallon, and the U.S. Mint was striking millions of Lincoln pennies. Most of these coins were utterly ordinary, except for a few secret outliers. Pennies missing their mint mark, silent witnesses to a mistake that would become worth a fortune. Typically, coins from Philadelphia bore no mint mark, standard practice. But in 1978, a microscopic error created a handful of Lincoln pennies with flawless details, rare copper compositions, and surfaces so pristine that they entered the realm of legends. Kind of like finding a unicorn at your neighborhood laundromat, but slightly more profitable. Today, these rare 1978 no-mint mark pennies, in near-perfect condition, have ignited fierce bidding wars, some fetching up to $732,000 at auction. Imagine this: one retired postal worker stumbled upon a dusty jar tucked in his garage. Inside, a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. For enough to retire early, travel the world, and buy his dream home debt-free. One coin, one forgotten treasure, one decision to act. Meanwhile, my 1978 pennies are busy gathering dust under my couch, plotting absolutely nothing. The point is, wealth is often hidden in plain sight, and most people, perhaps even you, walk right past it every day. But how do you know if your 1978 penny is one of the rare elite and not just pocket change? Stick with me because in a moment I'll reveal how to tell instantly and what a simple trick could add hundreds of thousands to your pocket. First, grab your 1978 Lincoln pennies or check your coin jars, old purses, even the back of your car seat. Perfect, sharp details. Lincoln's beard lines, visible brilliant luster, as if it was minted yesterday. No visible scratches or fingerprints graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Even if it's slightly worn, don't panic. Some slightly lower grade examples still sell for thousands. Just don't spend it at the vending machine, or you'll have the most expensive Snickers bar in history. Now, if you find a promising candidate, get it professionally appraised. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers can set you up for serious bidding wars. Why settle for a 9 to 5 when a forgotten penny could unlock the wealthy life you deserve? As collectors scoop up these rarities, the opportunities shrink. Values climb, but availability vanishes. Don't be the person who realizes, too late, that fortune was sitting in your drawer all along. Wealth isn't always built. Sometimes, it's found that a simple 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could change everything. So, are you going to check your coins tonight? Or are you going to let your future, and maybe your millions, slip through your fingers? Right now, sitting in a dusty jar, hidden in an old drawer, could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. And no, I'm not talking about that lucky penny you glued to your dashboard in 1993. I mean a real penny. That could be worth up to $452,000 today. Today, we unravel the mystery of the 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent coin, why it's making millionaires out of ordinary folks, and how you could be just one coin away from a life of freedom and luxury. Imagine this. You're sitting on your porch, sun setting, a cool drink in hand. No more 9 to 5. No more endless bills. Just peace. Because one tiny, overlooked penny set you free. That dream isn't far-fetched. In fact, it's happening right now. Collectors and auction houses are scrambling, paying hundreds of thousands for the rare 1980 no mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, before you go flipping every couch cushion upside down, hold on to your seat. Not every 1980 penny is a jackpot. And that's where most people miss their golden opportunity. Here's the terrifying truth. Over 95% of people who own this rare penny don't even know it. Every day, priceless pennies vanish into circulation, lost forever, because someone didn't take the time to check. Don't be that person who accidentally tipped their financial freedom into a parking meter for 15 minutes of free parking. So what exactly makes the 1980 no mint Mark penny worth up to $452,000? It's a blend of two things: minting mistakes and historical timing. In 1980, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia mistakenly released a batch of Lincoln pennies without their traditional P-mint mark. That oversight, invisible to most eyes, made those coins incredibly rare. Show graphic animation of minting process highlighting missing mint mark. But there's more. To command top dollar, your penny must also have near-perfect condition, minimal scratches, rich copper color, and sharp features. The window to cash in is shrinking. As collectors snatch them up, the available coins are disappearing, and prices are skyrocketing. Later, I'll reveal the one mistake that could slash your coin's value in half. Stay tuned. Opportunity doesn't knock. It jingles quietly in your pocket. You can ignore this message, go back to your routine, and maybe someday wonder what could have been. Think your coins aren't special? That's what the guy who found a $350,000 penny at a flea market thought, until he changed his life overnight. And if you find one, get it graded by a professional fast. Because in this market, every day you wait, your opportunity could literally walk out the door. New auction records are being set monthly. That $452,000 benchmark could soon climb even higher, but only for those ready to act. Some people will watch this video, shrug, and stay exactly where they are. Others will pull out an old shoebox, dust off a forgotten jar, and find a future they never thought possible. Hit subscribe to unlock the secrets of coin collecting wealth. Drop a comment if you think you've found the legendary 1980 no mint Mark penny. And if you're serious about changing your life, check the next video for a step-by-step guide to selling rare coins for top dollar. Imagine rummaging through your loose change and pulling out a single penny, one penny, that could instantly rewrite your financial future. Not just pocket change, not just lunch money, that I'm talking about a life-changing fortune. A staggering $853,000 sitting quietly in your coin jar. Yeah, you thought you were just looking for gum money. Turns out, you were actually holding a house in Beverly Hills. But here's the kicker. Most people never even realize they have it. And by the time they do, it's too late. Today, we're diving deep into the 2001 no mint Mark Lincoln penny. A coin so rare, so mysterious, it could transform your entire life. But how could a simple 2001 penny, one you probably tossed aside years ago, be worth nearly $1 million today? What makes it so special? And how do you know if you actually have one? Stick around, because in a few moments, I'll show you exactly what signs to look for. And trust me, you'll want to check your coins immediately after. In 2001, Lincoln cents were predominantly minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Now, normally, Philadelphia coins don't have a mint mark. That's standard, but there's a twist. Due to a minting error involving planchets, those tiny metal discs before they're stamped. A small batch of 2001 pennies emerged with dramatic anomalies, and even incredibly rare planchet composition errors. One such error caused a batch of these pennies to be struck with experimental metal blends, an accident worth its weight, literally, in gold. Talk about an oops that pays off better than winning the lottery. What makes this penny worth $853,000 sharp, clear doubling on the "In God We Trust" motto, a slightly off-center or ghosted Lincoln portrait, an unusual color or shine, often a silvery or matte finish instead of the normal copper tone, and microscopic cracks running across the surface. These are called die breaks, and collectors pay an absolute premium for them. If you find even one of these traits on your 2001 penny, you could be looking at a coin valued at $100,000, $250,000, or, if it's in pristine condition, over $853,000. Recently, a near-mint example of the 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $853,000. And the buzz in the collector's world? It's just getting started. With inflation rising and rare coins becoming safer investments than stocks, or even gold, serious collectors and investors are scrambling to find these rare pennies before they're all locked away in private collections forever. If you have one of these coins and don't act soon, you could miss your chance to sell for maximum value. Think of it like the last cookie at a party. Wait too long, and someone else gobbles it up. But how do you officially confirm if your penny is the real deal? And what's the best way to sell it without getting lowballed? In the final part of this video, I'll reveal the 3 simple steps you must follow to authenticate, appraise, and cash in your 2001 treasure safely. First, never try to clean, polish, or alter your penny. Take it as is to a certified third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC. Professional authentication is the only way buyers will trust and pay top dollar for your coin. Once authenticated, get multiple appraisals from coin dealers who specialize in rare error coins. Think of it like getting second and third opinions for a priceless painting. And remember, true wealth builders don't sell impulsively, they strategize. Finally, list your penny at a reputable auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These platforms have networks of millionaire collectors literally fighting over ultra-rare coins. And that's where bidding wars happen. That's where $853,000 sales happen. You're not just holding a penny. You could be holding freedom, legacy, wealth beyond your wildest dreams. But time waits for no one. Will you be the one who cashes in? Or the one who watches from the sidelines? Go check your coins. Your future could be hiding in plain sight. Imagine waking up tomorrow, checking your coin jar, and realizing one tiny, ordinary-looking penny is your one-way ticket to a life of luxury. Sounds crazy, right? Well, what if I told you it's happening right now with a 2016 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, valued today at over $832,000, and climbing? Yeah, maybe it's time to stop using that penny as a lucky charm and start treating it like your new financial advisor. It's easy to believe that rare fortunes only hide in dusty safes or ancient collections. But in 2016, something incredible happened. A batch of Lincoln pennies, seemingly ordinary, fresh from circulation, had a tiny flaw. No mint mark, no clear origin.
No explanation.
At first glance, they looked like every other penny you've tossed in a tip jar or lost in your car seat. But beneath the surface, they were ticking financial time bombs. Collectors and auction houses soon realized that a small number of these 2016 no-mint mark pennies weren't just unique. They were jaw-droppingly rare. How rare? We're talking quit your job, buy a yacht, and retire to the islands rare. So yeah, next time someone calls you a penny pincher, just smile. You might be the smartest investor in the room. Now, let's dig into what sets the $832,000 2016 Lincoln penny apart from the rest. Because if you have one, you're sitting on a gold mine disguised as copper. Typically, pennies are marked with a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. This one, totally blank. Look for an ultra-sharp design. Lincoln's features should be crisp, not worn. Some rare versions have a slightly richer tone, almost like an antique polish. Tiny doubling on the date or inscriptions could multiply the value even more. One discovered specimen at a private auction. Sold for $832,000. And here's the kicker. Experts believe even finer specimens could fetch over $1 million at future auctions. But here's the terrifying part. Most people have no idea they're holding one until it's too late. Coins get spent, lost, or worse, thrown into coin-counting machines, never to be seen again. Are you about to accidentally throw away your fortune? Now that you know what to look for, what should you do? Let's walk through the steps to turn pocket change into life-changing wealth. Get out a magnifying glass. Check every 2016 Lincoln cent. No mint mark, flawless design. Set it aside immediately. Don't guess. Send potential candidates to professional coin graders like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin can skyrocket in value at auction. Work only with respected coin dealers or auction houses. The right broker can mean the difference between a few thousand and a few million. And please, don't list it on Craigslist with the title Lucky Penny, $5 OBO. You're not selling a used sofa. You're selling a future mansion. We are living through one of the greatest hidden wealth transfer opportunities in modern history, and it's hiding in plain sight, right in your pocket. The question is, will you be the one who cashes in? Or the one who watches someone else walk away with the fortune that could have been yours?